ho, Bills Mafia. We are, for the third year in a row, AFC East champions. Huddle up. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to Rage on Bills. This is the Christmas edition. Don't mind my terrible artwork. Don't you say a damn word about my artwork. Don't say a damn word about it because I know it's trash. But listen, we just got our win against the Chicago Bears, right? If you remember from my last video, I predicted the score being 35-14. It ended up being 35-13 by a point. I should have bet. I should have put money on it, but knowing me, I didn't do it. So, very happy. Awesome Christmas Day so far. It is now Christmas Day. Buffalo has clinched the AFC East. The Dolphins lost today against the Packers, which made Christmas Day that much better. So much better. I know y'all are happy. Just as happy, if not more than I am for that, because anytime you get to watch the Dolphins collapse, it's beautiful. It's just pure bliss. And we all know how cold it was in Chicago. It was freezing. It was, I think, at kickoff, was it like 9 degrees? Somewhere between 6 and 9 degrees. Something like that, but it was cold. It was bad. But the first half, like, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, kind of like it always does, how Buffalo kind of struggles to start. Like, Chicago went right down the field and scored, and I'm over here thinking, just like every other Bills fan, like, oh my God, like, here we go again. But you tough it up, you suck it up, and you just let them do their thing. So some things that I thought was wrong in that game was, the run defense was horrendous. Like, it was bad. It reminded me of the previous week against Miami. Mostert ran all over us. Then Montgomery's running all over us. And I'm like, here we go again. They're not adjusting. They're going to kill us with the run. But, ultimately they squashed that. Then we go to the offensive side of the ball. Like, we ran the ball, we were running the ball, and we were killing it. That is what I think every Buffalo fan wanted to see. Our run game come to fruition. Singletary and James Cook were absolute monsters in that game. I think they both, I'm not sure if Cook did, but I know Singletary, he broke 100 yards. I'm not sure if Cook did or not, but God, that kid is good. I'm tempted to say that I would want him as my RB1 at this point. This kid has it. Like, he gets a little hole and that kid is gone. He's gone. Like, I just love the way he played. I love the way Devin Singletary played. Our running game was great, and I just didn't understand why we stopped. Like, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. If it's working, keep doing it. Then Josh starts throwing the ball. He threw 2 interceptions. And that, you just don't want to see that. It deflates the entire team, not just the offense, but all the way around. You don't want to see that. Just a lot of forced throws, like, just Ken Dorsey, man, like, he just doesn't, it's like whenever we're running the ball well is when he wants to stop running the ball. Like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Like, you're making Josh force shit, putting him in positions where he doesn't need to be in, and it just makes him look bad. It makes the team look bad, and it'll fuck up the momentum every which way you look at it. I know the weather was bad. It was cold, and that football can feel like concrete. The grass probably feels like ultra concrete. You know, the ball, when you kick it, probably like kicking a boulder or a brick. But Tyler Bass, 2 missed field goals, and the Bears, they made theirs. Like, I get it. The weather was not good, but you're going to have to endure conditions like that in football. That just is what it is. I mean, look at back in the day. Back in the day, the Ice Bowl, all that shit. These guys played through that shit, and they played like monsters, like beasts. So, you know, I'm not really harping on Tyler for missing them 2 field goals. It's just, as a fan, you know, you're like, come on, man, this is bullshit. Like, you get pissed. You know, it just is what it is. You know, it didn't matter in the end, and we still got the dub. We had bad snaps once again. I'm not making excuses. I think that was due to the weather. You know, then we had, I think, Van Roten came in at center, and he was snapping for Josh, and he was under center. And I don't know if it was bad snaps, just like fumbles and drop passes. And you can't really blame players for that, because look at it. When it's that cold and your hands are exposed, like, it's not going to work right. Your hands aren't going to work right. I don't care who you are. That's just how it is. Oh, wear gloves. Well, some players don't play well with gloves on. Simple as that. So there's no excuses. You know, as far as in Chicago, that's going to be a hell of a team. Let me tell you, in the years to come, especially with Justin Fields at the helm, that's going to be a team to look out for. You know, he's a good quarterback. He runs. Buffalo contained him really well. I really don't think he did that much this game with his legs as he did through the air this game, but he's going to be one of them young up and coming quarterbacks. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. So at the end of the game, like right at the end, I didn't even know that this was going on, that this was actually really happening. When they said Nathan Peterman was going to come in and play quarterback for Justin Fields, because, you know, it's already the end of the game, take Justin out, put your backup in. Nathan fucking Peterman. I thought this dude was gone. Like, I didn't think he even existed in the NFL anymore. He was the worst quarterback Buffalo ever had. The king of the interceptions. And he comes in and he's like trying to just play like he's still relevant. And he's throwing, oh, his numbers are going up. His numbers are going up. Dude, you had like a couple plays, but I just thought that was funny. I don't know if any of you other Bills fans saw that, but Nathan Peterman, man, that was funny to see. I had to like go back at the game and look at it. Was that really the Nathan Peterman, the trick shot master? Like the one Buffalo had with Tyrod Taylor? I'm just like, no fucking way. He's still in the league. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But we got the dub. We're the AFC East champions for 3 years in a row. We got Cincinnati and we got New England. 2 games left. We win out. We are the #1 seed in the entire AFC. And the playoffs go through Buffalo once again. That's what we want. That's our goal. We want Kansas City or whoever. They come to us. You want to go to the Super Bowl? You're coming to us, to our house. You're coming to Orchard Park. You're going to Buffalo, and that's it. That's what we want. We need these penalties and unnecessary turnovers cleaned up, man. I swear, I saw that yellow flag more that game than I did the entire year. Flag after holding, and just all types of different penalties. Flags flying everywhere. Like, those need to get cleaned up. That kind of undisciplined play needs to get cleaned up, and the unnecessary turnovers need to get cleaned up. Next week, we got Cincinnati. That's going to be a hell of a game. But I think Buffalo can smash them. The Patriots almost beat them. Like, literally almost came back and beat them. And Ramondre Stevenson had that, what was it, a fumble right there at the end and just destroyed it. I was actually rooting for the Patriots to win that game. Because anybody in the AFC East to me is better than winning than the Dolphins. Like, I hate the Dolphins. I hate the Dolphins more than the Jets. I really don't dislike the Jets, but you know, I was rooting for the Patriots that game because I want Cincinnati to go down. I don't want them to be coming up and compete with us in Kansas City. I want them to go down. But it's Christmas. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, whenever you're watching this with your family and loved ones, and you enjoy the game. It's a good time to be a Bills fan. We should be riding high all the way into the new year. And I have a special treat just for you, Bills fans, to watch this, since the Dolphins lost today against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, and it was funny as hell. And I'm going to leave you all with this. I'll see you next week. Go Bills.
Miami has the Dolphins, the world's worst football team. They drop the ball from throw to throw, and it is just obscene. They cannot run, they cannot pass, and what the hell's defense? If you root for Miami, you have no common sense, cause they're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are a joke, cause they're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins always choke.
Look, I know we're going to be losing pretty much all the games this season.
We just trade away maybe the best young left tackle in the game, a productive wide receiver in Kenny Stills. You're seeing all these guys leaving the organization. So as a veteran player, you think to yourself, are we really trying to win here?
Miami's got the Dolphins. It makes me want to cry. Their season start off promising, then their fans want to die. I honestly don't blame them, cause I'd be f***ing done. Their best QB in 15 years was Chad Pennington, cause they're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. I'd rather get hit by a truck than cheer the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins f***ing suck.
Oh, come on, Chris. We had the league's only perfect season.
Oh yeah, when was that, like 50 years ago?
Yeah, well, we had Dan Marino. He was the best quarterback to never win a Super Bowl.
When did he last play, like 20 years ago? And yeah, you're right, still no Super Bowl.
That's a side issue, okay?
Also, you got completely stomped again last week.
We're rebuilding.
You've been rebuilding since 1974.
Shut up, dude. This is bullshit, and you know it, okay? We have Ryan Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. Fitzmagic, and after 5 games when he sucks again, then we have Josh Rosen, who wasn't even good enough for Arizona Cardinals, but still, that's okay. Plus, we have 5 Canes on the roster, Chris. 5 freaking Miami Hurricanes. Trent Harris, Alan Hearns, Danny Isadora, and I don't know the names of the other ones, but we have 5, damn it. Canes.